Alright, hello and welcome to the postgrad year. Today we're going to be talking about the Commonplace book, and yes, my version's a binder. But today we'll be focused on data, specifically the data on Commonplace books, or at least Commonplace book videos on YouTube. I looked at 470 thumbnails, to figure out what I was doing and how to improve it. And it turns out I shouldn't be making Commonplace book videos. I should be making Commonplace book binder videos, or at least Commonplace binder videos, which is a little bit different. But we're going to review the data anyway, so that other people can figure out what sort of mistakes they might be making, just like I was making. Although hopefully they're not all like, I could make a Commonplace binder. I should be doing that. That'd be cool, because I wouldn't be the only person doing it. But also, no competition, please. No. I would definitely enjoy if some other people make Commonplace book binder videos, although I would prefer if they were making them in other languages, because we don't really have Commonplace book videos in other languages. If you watched the last video, you'd understand this automatically. Or if you just looked for Commonplace book videos, you'd probably see that we have English and a little bit of Portuguese, but basically nothing else. So, I don't want to reference any specific videos, but a few weeks ago, there was a new video in a language that has never gotten a video on Commonplace books, and it's already over 100,000 views. So I'm not saying you're going to get 100,000, but what I am saying is if you're the only person in a category making the only video on that language, it might do okay. Although I will say most of the videos in the Commonplace book category are made by people with substantial channels. So I have one of the smallest channels for anyone who's making a Commonplace book video channel. Although, like I said, I will be switching into Commonplace book binders. Well, Commonplace binders. As that's kind of what I'm working on. It's a little bit more accurate. Even though Commonplace book is general, kind of like a square versus a rectangle. Like one is one, but the other is not that automatically. Some people will try to tell you that there's only one way to Commonplace, and it's always been a book, and a book has always meant the exact same thing. Technically, most people are... I don't want to tell people that they're, working on a Commonplace book codex. But, a book has sometimes been a scroll, sometimes been a pile of paper, sometimes been, whatever else. I don't know if it's been a Commonplace book tablet, but if we're going to go by that, maybe Commonplace books are a lot older than we say they are. I'm not saying they're tablets. But what I am saying is there are a lot of different versions. So if someone's telling you there's only one way to do it, I would assume they're trying to sell you something. And eventually I might do some crap like that. I hope not, but I do need to make money. So we'll see what happens. So as this is Commonplace book FlipThrough, we're on the FlipThrough page, but I still have this, so I gotta put this down. There we go. Yeah, this one doesn't have much. Not at all. So we got Commonplace book FlipThrough, year 3, because this is the 3rd year of this channel. So it started with 38 images, 38 thumbnails. Although, if you watch the big video, you would know that sometimes I kind of grab something other than thumbnails by accident on occasion, and I might have missed some things, but, roughly, they're all thumbnails. So, I started with 38 images, deleted one as it was the least viewed, at 68 views. 68! That's more than all but one of my videos so far, so I guess I need to get good. If I'm already, only on the 2nd category, and I'm already deleting stuff that's, in terms of view count, better than almost all my stuff. So it was an okay looking video, but it was about Commonplace books plus Pokemon Go. So if that was you, I guess you know who you are now. In the future, I hopefully won't be referencing specific videos like this. I really don't want to be doing that. I do have a category which is on a specific person, which we'll get to soon. And I'm not stoked about that, but that's the way that I went through the data. So at the very beginning, I just decided that's what I wanted to be working on. Or at least that was the best way to categorize it. And, you know, obviously as I've been working on it for a much longer time now, that's really not the best way to do it. But we got distracted. I'm supposed to be looking at this. So it was an okay looking video, but it was on, you know, Commonplace books and Pokemon Go, which is fine, but it's a little too niche as a combo, and it was 32 minutes long, which means it was too long for gamers. And in general, it looks like the thumbnail for this type of video should look very clean. Oh, sorry, I read ahead. Yeah, so 32 minutes is a little bit too long for gamers. If it's like an academic style thing, the gamers are kind of like, what am I looking at? And if it's a gaming thing, then the academics are like, what is this? So it didn't really work, at least as far as I can tell with this. This is all based on assumptions. This is from a person who has never had a monetized channel. So, you know, if you do have a channel that's monetized, you probably know more than me when it comes to this. I don't know what percentage of YouTube that is right now, but it's a lot of people. So somebody else should probably be doing this. But from the perspective of a person who normally only watches videos rather than making them, I think the main reasons it didn't do well were probably it was just a weird combo. And so it could have worked really well, and it also could have not worked. So it's unfortunate. But in terms of Commonplace book flip-throughs, in general, it looks like the thumbnails for this type of video should be very clean and only show the book, of course, on the table. But that's about it. So later on, I reference everything in much greater detail. Remember, this is only the second page. I guess technically the third page, because this is just one, but the video before this was two. But it's the second video about this sort of thing. I guess the third video if you want to count the 40-minute one. But the point is, at the beginning I wasn't writing down that much information. I was just like, oh yeah, I'll like throw stuff together and we'll see what happens. Because the thing is, I wasn't sure if I was going to make them into videos. I wasn't sure if the project made any sense. But as I worked on it for longer, I got much better at it. So we'll see that in about 10 videos or so. But for this first set, they're going to look a little awkward. So, alright, thanks for watching. I hope you have some opinions on this, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.